I just got an email back after I sent the supervisor over and over and over emails that she never answered. And then I finally sent it back to the caseworker, and I asked her, is your supervisor dead? Because I looked up her name, and all I can find is obituaries. And she responded. Now, the supervisor never responded back. That they set me up with some other fucking program that I'm sure is going to be a waste of fucking time and energy if anybody from that place is connected to it, like always. And that I have an appointment with them. They've referred me to them. And then she said, Miss O'Shea, how would you be able to take care of Sal if we weren't involved? Well, let me tell you something, ma'am. Because every time I told you about an opportunity for a job, like the one next door at the store, where I was going to put my jewelry in and possibly work there, it got blocked after I told you. So probably pretty well, considering that for that week and a half that I had my benefits and that none of you were involved. I hadn't reached out to y'all for, well, it was probably a month, because I knew that reaching out to you was a mistake. I knew reaching out to JBWS was a mistake to get my stuff. I wanted to leave it behind, but my kid wanted the stuff. We ended up not getting it, did we? Because we can't get transportation anywhere, because as soon as you guys get involved, it gets fucked up. You guys get in there and you meddle and you plot and you scheme and you try to fuck up, and then my mail started disappearing again. You and that place have been the factors that add up to everything I try to do getting sabotaged. So don't. I want to end services with you, and I'm going to put it out here because you have not helped us. Everything I've told you has not been private. I still am not convinced that your supervisor isn't a dead woman, because she didn't answer me. You did. And I probably would have been okay if you guys hadn't gotten involved again. But as soon as you guys got involved again, my life went to hell all over again. All over again. You guys are the deciding factor there. You are the, I don't know, I just had to eat stuff that I shouldn't, because I always have to eat stuff I shouldn't when you all are involved in my life. I don't want any of you involved in my life anymore. I would have been able to take care of my kid if you and all your cohorts didn't get in there and steal my mail, sabotage all my opportunities, go to job opportunities that I've applied for once I've told you about them, and fuck that up for me. You're the factor here, the factor that adds up to all of it. JBWS, social services, CPS, all of you work together. It is all listed that you all work together, and the justice system, on the JBWS website. You guys are the reason that everything always falls through as soon as you got involved, because you will not let me live my life the way I want to. You won't let me do the things that will make me money, that I'm good at. I have to do what you want. Now that's called coercive control. And if I don't do what you want, well, then you steal my mail. Or you get other people involved, like the justice system, and send me these fucking letters. I'm not doing this with you anymore. Because I have some opportunities that are coming in, and they can't come in because you keep blocking the exit. Because you don't want me to do anything that would be good for me. You want me to do what's best for you, to keep your secrets, to keep your cover, but you did too much. You stole all my revenue out of my fucking, all of my social media. Why would I want you involved? Every time you get involved, shit goes to hell. When I'm doing it by myself, I do pretty well. I'm actually quite lovely as a person, but you guys stress me the fuck out. But you are related to everyone here. You are blocking the exit, and I've got some opportunities that can't get through because of you. And they're so concerned that they've got people looking into you. Quit. Leave me alone and stop trying to turn it around like it's me doing it. It is not me doing it. It's you. I'm not the problem. You are. I want to break up with all of you. I want you to stop stealing my mail. I want you to stop slandering me. None of you have even bothered to get to know me because you've taken the word of people who also didn't bother to get to know me, or they had some sort of weird fucking thing that's their problem, not mine. But I have jewelry to sell. I tried to open 3 different online stores. You blocked all of those. I signed up for Rover, but I couldn't make enough money for the background check to walk fucking dogs. And it's not like you wouldn't slander me to the people, because you're in my phone, that I got the opportunities to walk their dogs and tell them that I rape dogs or something because you're fucking crazy. And then they wouldn't let me walk their dogs. So I didn't get to do that. I signed up for 9 other different side hustles. But you were in my phone. I called a disability lawyer. But you blocked that because you were afraid that I was going to sue you. Because you did, in fact, do things that were terrible to me. That I would, in fact, win a lawsuit against you. You stole my inheritance. That would have set me up for fucking life. I could buy a house, and then we'd be set. And then I could work the jobs that I want to work. Not the ones that are best for you. Not the ones that keep you standing on my neck. They would be things that I would enjoy doing, that wouldn't hurt my body. But you don't care about me or my physical safety. You've poisoned me before. Shut the fuck up. Stay out of my business. Stay out of my mail. Stay away from my kid, because you're saying, how would I take care of if you weren't involved? Well, since you've been involved and you're the only way I can get a ride anywhere, for the last week you've been arguing with me instead of worrying about the fact that my kid was starving and crying. Shut up. Tell your dead supervisor to stay the fuck out of my life as well. All of your neighbor friends here. All your friends at Social Security. Whatever, social services. OTA. 211. All the neighbors. Everybody that is involved with JBWS. Stay the fuck out of my life. I don't want you in my business. I want away from you. You are abusing us. You withhold shit when I don't do what you want. That is coercive control. But there are important things like food and benefits. Because I piss you off, you don't get to do that. That is illegal. Leave me the hell alone. If you're not going to help and you're just going to sit and argue with me because you guys stalk me all day long and all night long online, because I asked you to help me get this set up so I could make money off of it, but that wasn't what you wanted for me, for you. So you instead blocked any ability for me to get my content to the people that it might benefit. You didn't help me get an LLC. Instead, I think you stole all of my revenue. And then you spread all these fucking rumors and lies about me so that nobody would help me. Nobody would do anything. Shut up. I would be better off if I had never met any of you. But what I learned here was so valuable that it's going to take me to another level. So I'm going to use what I learned from this situation, and I'm going to take it, and when I get this opportunity, I'm going to use it for good instead of evil, instead of lining my own pockets, instead of building my own reputation that's based on fucking lies. And I'm going to help people. Because I see that every person that you've got involved in this fucking smear campaign and shit is suffering. We're all suffering here. We're all hurting. And we're all pissed off. So when they see somebody that has figured out how to build themselves up out of poverty, quit doing drugs, and is about to get a huge opportunity to live a whole different, better life for herself and her child, Well, I'm sure that's going to piss them off. It's going to make them jealous because you got them so consumed in fear and negativity and you lie to them and you get them jerked around in circles and you give them something for a second and then jerk it away. And then you're like, you didn't do, but we did do. You didn't do. But none of you want to take responsibility for your actions. And because of your positions of authority, because of your lanyards, because of your titles, because of your money, you can do whatever the fuck you want to people. And it's okay. And they can't do anything about it. Because you've got your hand in everything. That doesn't fucking work for me. But since I've been through all of this, I've learned something. And I've learned how to maneuver. And I've learned what works and what doesn't. And I've learned how to take people like you and make an example of them. So you can't keep getting away with hurting people. And you don't fucking like that because you like hurting people. You make money off of hurting people. You're not going to make any more money off of hurting me. I am so done with the bullshit. I would have already been out of here if you hadn't done this. I would have already been out of your hair because I already had something cooking. But you get in there, and then you try to discredit me and make me look like I'm the problem when all of you are the problem. You are the ones signing things that weren't supposed to be signed in my name. You are the one withholding my mail and only giving the mail that has the bad news that you set up. You are the ones who misplaced documents, who didn't answer emails, who didn't set up the rides properly, who called and canceled the rides. You are the ones that did all of that. So do not for a second blame me for your own incompetence. You took what's mine. I want it back. I want you to stay out of my business from now on. Do not for a second come at me like that again. I know that woman is probably not real, your supervisor. And I would have been just fine if you hadn't interfered. You all are the reason. And you pushed me with your bullying and your hateful fucking stalking. You pushed me right into the opportunities because it showed people who I actually am and who you actually are and what I'm capable of and what you are capable of. You embarrassed yourselves. You're not going to embarrass me any further. But I am so sick of you trying to turn it around on me because none of this mess is my fault. And when all of it comes out, and it will, because you are being watched. Whether you think so or not, you are touchable. You are all being watched. When it all comes out, and it will, every bit of it, every minute detail of every little thing you did, every conversation you had, every correspondence, and everybody gets to see who you actually are. You won't get to blame me anymore for it. And I gave everybody's names up before we even got to December when you stole my fucking groceries. I'd already clocked you all and already had it in motion. So the stuff you've done since December, that's all you, baby. All y'all. Alright? Get off my fucking dick. Unless you're gonna make it, and I know none of you could. Alright? Cheers. Don't put that in a fucking email again. That just proves, because you always have to prove and leave a trail of evidence that you are responsible for all this shit. Because you're not good at it. Leave me the hell alone. You promised. And again, your promises were fucking lies, so we're gonna have to go without food for the whole fucking weekend. Because you're playing fucking games, but all of you have everything that you need. I don't right now. That's why it's funny to you, but it's not gonna be funny much longer. Just know that. You think I'm joking. I don't know how to tell you how fucking serious I am and how serious it's about to be for all of you. God fucking damn it.